Hi, everyone. How's it going? I'm Manuel Montoya, Associate Professor at the Anderson School of Management, International Management. And I'm joined here today by Jen Raven, who is our student ambassador for NASBITE. NASBITE is a recent partner for the Anderson School and for UNM and provides some great opportunities in terms of certifications related to international trade, global business, and certifications that we are actually offering credits for. So I wanted to have a conversation with Jen as our ambassador to talk through some of these opportunities and to see, just so the students are aware of what opportunities are available to them here at Anderson, and also to think about the possibilities of these certifications. Thanks, Jen. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for chatting with me.
Yeah, absolutely. Could you share some information about what NASBITE is and what its importance is in the business world, in your opinion?
Absolutely. So, NASBITE is a nonprofit organization and it stands for the North American Small Business International Trade Educators. And it's a membership based organization. It was established a little over 30 years ago and has since become a leading US organization supporting the training and education in the field of global business. And really, I think trade economics are a significant part to the growth of especially small and medium sized businesses. I think we're very familiar with all these large corporations and how they function on an international and a global scale, but it's becoming more and more important for small and medium sized businesses to really be in that world and have access to those markets. So I think that NASBITE, as well as the CBGP designation, which we'll talk a little bit more about, are really important they provide a really well-established professional platform for businesses in these fields, especially for trade educators, trade servicers, and they partner with local, state, federal levels. And then of course, there has been a lot of collaboration between especially Canada and Mexico. And I just think it's really important to continue to weave this thread of trade into the discussion of business and global business and realize how important it is to business growth moving forward and on an international scale.
That's wonderful and really important for us to have a conversation about. I mean, small businesses make up 80% of the world economy in terms of population and over half of all global GDP. And we often, especially here in New Mexico, our interests align with making sure that we understand that connection in a meaningful way. So I'm glad that you pointed that out. Tell us a little bit more about the certification and the pathway program.
So the Certified Global Business Professional is the designation, and it's a professional accreditation, and it shows employees and the public that you are proficient in global business and really capable of working with and on a level of expertise and professionalism that's required in today's markets, especially at a really highly competitive level. And the Student Pathways Program, which is in partnership with the university and UNM, is the opportunity to kind of prepare for and have certain test materials available to you in order to earn that designation.
That's great. One of the things I like about it is that you can study for the certification and get elective credit for the IM concentration. So if you're an international management concentration major, you can also get credit for that. Talk a little bit about your experience doing that.
Yeah, I've been really excited about that component. So yes, UNM and you are, providing students with the chance to study and prepare for this exam for elective credit. And I am an MBA student concentrating in international management. And while there are some great elective credits available to me, this was a really excellent way to earn an additional coursework worth of credits, and I come out of it with a professional designation. So I think the combination of having the support of you or professors in the university, and then carrying that through and coming out of school with the professional accreditation that that program provides after taking the exam, of course. It's just a way that really continues your education through post graduation and into the professional world. And it also, so far, has provided some excellent networking opportunities working with you and other professors at universities that you're associated with, and having that chance to meet and discuss and collaborate. It just really weaves together the academic experience and the professional experience and the professional world I'll be in after graduating.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I really like the idea. I mean, there's weekly modules, 52 weeks of modules, and what I really like about it is it also gives students a sense of how other institutions are thinking about these important issues. So it brings us inside and outside of UNM at the same time, and allows us to connect the tools that we're learning in our programs to this wider discussion about what it takes to be a certified professional in the world. So that's great.
Yeah,
Uh,
with those materials, just the extent of the people that have come together to create all of that. I mean, you have everyone from business owners to the academic world to government level entities that are involved in creating the curriculum. So it's incredibly diverse in what it covers and the approach it takes from those different organizations and people involved.
and you've done a great job serving as a student ambassador. Tell people a little bit about the benefit of being a student ambassador and also how people can apply to be a student ambassador in the future. I know that you're going to be moving on after you graduate. So tell people a little bit about that opportunity.
So one of the great benefits of it is kind of the funding help that you get. So regardless of whether you're an ambassador or you're just part of the Student Pathways program, it does give you membership to the NASBITE organization. And being a student ambassador, the school and NASBITE have helped pay for that membership. So you get your membership basically given to you. And it's just really kept me, again, the networking possibilities. It really keeps you in the loop of the events that are happening, and both in connection with the organization and UNM. And one of the things that I really enjoyed working on that we worked on together last fall was the Women's Global Trade and Empowerment Forum. And that was specifically a series put on by NASBITE, but Professor Montoya and I had the opportunity to kind of network within our own communities and gather together more students and faculty and local business professionals to participate in this education series. And so it brought together, again, a diverse network of people that were able to listen to the lecture series and then come together and discuss what we were learning and what we were hearing. And as the student ambassador, I really felt empowered to reach out to Dr. Montoya and say, like, hey, this event is coming up and I'm excited about it. And what can we do to get more people involved? And so as the student ambassador, I've really enjoyed that leadership role of being able to pursue things that I'm interested or feel in line with what I'm focusing on in my curriculum. And then of course, from the actual organization, they provide just a really comprehensive package of what is available to student ambassadors and participants in the Pathway program in terms of access to materials and lecture series. And there's so much available, and you can really see how the organization is so focused on education with everything that they provide and everything they want students to have access to in their learning and in the curriculum they're creating.
That's wonderful. And moving forward, anybody who wants to apply, all you have to do is contact me. And when we post the video, I'll make sure that you have the contact information for myself and also for our career advisement advisors that will be coordinating with on this opportunity. Um, So just to wrap up, Jen, can you talk about some of the other opportunities that NASBITE provides? Because there's a bunch of different, actually now out of COVID, there's going to be a bunch of other opportunities for travel to meet with other NASBITE fellows or participants, and all sorts of other kinds of resources. So if you can talk about the other three that they do annually.
Absolutely. So the first one is what they call their case competition. And it's a competition that allows international business students to solve real world challenges, and they're posed by US based exporters. So they're very up to date current event issues that are happening. And typically it's been offered to undergraduate students, but this is the first year that they're going to be expanding a track for graduate students. And it's really a way to complement incorporating that certified global business professional designation with their MBA program. So that's exciting to see how that opens up this year. Another major event that they do every year is their annual conference, and it's just really extensive information sessions. They have changing themes and categories every year that they focus on, and it is also an excellent networking opportunity. So I know right now with everything kind of being online and with Zoom, it feels like a lot of those opportunities are limited. But I feel like NASBITE is doing a really good job of putting those resources out there and creating these events for people to participate in. And like Dr. Montoya said, as the world kind of opens up again and things like this are held in person, I can only imagine how actually attending some of these conferences or lecture series, you would have contact to so many important people in the industry and would be really, really excellent networking. And then the last one is the Business Exporter Summit, which is going to be similar in terms of lecture series and working more one-on-one with people in the industry. And NASBITE also does a fantastic job of making all of this content continued to be available, even if you're not able to attend certain things. And part of both the designation and being a member is keeping up with annual education. So often for example, they may add a lecture series from the Exporter Summit as a way to earn your annual credit to continue to be an active member and keep your designation and your accreditation up to date every year.
That's wonderful. Thanks for sharing all these opportunities and for giving us a snapshot of what the program looks like. One thing I'd like to say in closing to any potential students that are interested in this is that we're always trying to find different ways of incentivizing this, but this is also an opportunity for New Mexico to appear on that stage and to contribute some of the wonderful wealth of information that comes from UNM and from our students into that discussion that is happening at a national and continental level. So very excited about moving this program forward. And thanks a lot, Jen, for your service this year.
Thank you so much.